sure it's live before I sit down. Live.
It didn't come through yet. Yeah, it's live.
She said I'm a nigga from the church with an accent. We get more of my space, ain't it?
Shit, did you split three now?
Nah, remember first we started out with just one, we squeezed it in right there. And we found the band at angles.
Possibly.
Anybody in here? This is ghetto, even on camera.
Do you hear what's that?
They ain't nothing to do with us though. We can't control that.
So what?
We can control it, on camera.
Because you don't. Because I want some.
Kick us off. You started doing that.
Yeah, bro. This is nothing.
I don't see that, man. Break bread with your brothers.
And thank you so much. That's my first meal of the day.
Hey, for no reason. Hey, I had some so fucked up that they threw all that off. See what I gotta do? I be feeding niggas out here.
Dynasty, what's the word, Joe?
D nasty. D nasty.
Oh, real quick before we start everything, shout out, name on here, Deani Moore, but designed by D on Instagram. It's slid through, you know what I'm saying, and got a facial, man. Terrific, bedside knowledge. You know what I'm saying, extremely knowledgeable about you know what I'm saying, a craft and products. Highly recommend. I ain't gonna give you a 10 out of 10, man. Everybody perfect, man. A solid 9 on everything. I will be back, though.
Nigga time.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga Chris.
This nigga took 3 glances at this bowl of popcorn.
I'm not gonna act this. I'm not acting this. I'm not acting.
This makes it good.
Hey, so let me hear something.
One of y'all shut a live so I can share it. Because I can't do it from my page.
She said I'm a nigga from the church with an accent. If y'all tuning in right now, please check us out. Shadow Live and shit. Please, it'll be very much appreciated. And we gotta get back to giving away stuff, man.
I ain't got shit to give. The season of giving is over.
Forgive nigga Tay.
Can I say?
We appreciate our constituents. Thank you so much.
We definitely appreciate y'all though. It is time for another giveaway. It is. We got to figure out a slick way to do that shit though.
What you mean?
Like a slick way to pick somebody to do it. Like to find somebody to get something away to.
It's easy.
We gonna come up with all
Just track the line, find joints and the most. We know the most active people. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a raffle or whatever, like Deanna said, we can get all that shit situated. And ain't do. Or not even just a person, something simple. You know what I'm saying? A little group thing.
Well, something. Oh, shit ain't even sure.
I share. I share this. That motherfucker popcorn smell like old people.
That was not like that.
It smell like old people. It's like 10 out their bag. That shit won't smell good.
That shit smell great to me.
Dumbass
laugh.
Oh man, Diablo sound this stupid ass, strained ass laugh. Oh man. How y'all week been, man? It's only Wednesday. How everything been?
She said I'm a nigga from the
take
church.
My week been cool, man. Chill, I ain't got no complaints.
Chad thing been with us
Y'all see it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Had they ain't been getting the brand and everything, you know what I'm saying, back off the ground.
It's been beautiful. That's business is booming right now. It's getting warm outside, so clientele definitely going up.
We'll have the shorts and the short sets for the ladies. Bill Thomas Fitness on my soul. Mark my motherfucking word.
And that was supposed to be a surprise, you know, but he dropped the bomb, so that's on the way. But business been booming, so can't complain in that aspect. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? 2022 started off weak as hell, but
It's only been through 3 months.
hey, started off garbage, but you know what I'm saying? It done turned around and it's decent now. So win more. Like DJ Khaled shit. What we gonna win?
Like Chris Thomas said, more life.
On my soul. Anything to do with you? D Nice? Motherfucking assassin.
My week been alright. Shit, motherfucker had a decent weekend. Called. I called out. It was decent, man.
One for the books. One for the books. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was relaxing. It was basically time for me to get back to myself. I ain't even really do much on my off days, but it was time to get. It was basically. Damn, I actually realized some shit too this week. Just like on some mental shit that I don't even know where it came from. It just hit me out of nowhere. I was like, damn, I really ain't been myself in about 2 years.
What you mean?
Like, well, basically what I had a realization was I've been losing people for like 2 years straight without actually having the time to take it in.
Okay.
Like I lost I think starting 2020, I lost my cousin in early 2020, and then I lost my grandma in the middle of 2020. So right after that, come around to 2021, pandemic too. Then come around to 2021, I lost my stepmom, and then at the end of 2021, lost my baby. So it was like I realized like, man, I really ain't been myself. Like I've really been like in a 2-year rut of just losing people without being able to actually sit down and take the shit in. It's just like going on and on and on, and I'm like, damn, I really lost them people back to back, and I'm like, damn, I've noticed like I think this past year I was like, damn, my mood changed. Like I feel good getting out of bed again. Like I feel like I can breathe a little bit, and I had thought about it, I'm like, that's because the motherfucker been depressed somewhat, pretty much after not being able to actually really grieve properly before losing somebody else, and then grieve, then lose somebody else or something, then losing people that's like unexpected, like that shit'll have you grieving longer than you usually would.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. I understand. To answer my own question as far as like what you were saying, yeah, that's pretty much 2022. Yeah, about 2019. It's just all been a blur. Been this motherfucking peaks and valleys. Get motherfucking ethereal up here, fucking dismal low. You be like, God damn. To the point, be like, hey man, just another day. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, you know what I'm saying? No drive and no push. Like, man, this shit weak. And really, you know what I'm saying, that the best explanation I can give, like that shit, that the meme you see with Squidward, the older you get, the more you realize, oh, the fuck he had them in time, this shit lame as hell. I was really sitting there like, man, bro, this shit lame as hell. How you like it? I don't. Like at all. No way, shape, form, fashion, don't like it at all. You know
Can't deal with no SpongeBob ass nigga. You always happy, boy. Get out of my face.
Ain't nothing wrong with being happy. But you know, like Deion say, properly, you know what I'm saying, properly grieving. You know what I'm saying, taking in those wins. Because you ain't losing as much as you think you is. You really sit back and just look at the grand scheme of things and where you started from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had this at this time, I lost this and this. And that's just, you know what I'm saying, something that take place, whether it's by your own hand or just dropping the cards. Like, damn, it was just your turn to go through that. You know what I'm saying? That shit cultivated, mold you into, you know what I'm saying, to prepare you for the next level. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, what brought me here is not going to sustain me here. So I'm willing to work on myself to continue to get the shit slapped out of my life. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tough.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, getting that thing back on track as far as, I'm about to say Bill Tolerance Fitness, but most definitely Thrive Collective, Bill Tolerance Fitness collab. You know what I'm saying? One of the guys. You got the sea moss. It's cooler in the refrigerator right now. Just ordered my jars. Instead of the pouch, I'm switching the jars. The pouches leak. I don't give a fuck how much you sell them. But to clean my bag, shit out of shit leak. So get back into that. Give me a decent little formula, a game plan, strategize, labels, website. You know what I'm saying? Integrate it properly. Make sure the business straight. So that bullshit that took place 7 months ago, we would never have to be that no motherfucker. Next time you say it's my fault. Cause now I know better. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Tay, kick it off.
Alright, man. Well, feel we gave y'all a run around about the week and just get everybody caught up. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of Class A Dickheads. Y'all know who I am, but if you don't know, y'all know I'm Big Draco, aka 60K Tay, aka when my taxes drop, I don't know you niggas no more. AKA I'm finna change my Facebook name too. For the Deontay, been getting money all my life, every day hustling bankster.
I hate this shit. It be all one word.
All one word.
That's my new name, man. But I'm gonna pass it out to my right, man.
Tell you I had record like a motherfucker yellow tag ride. Seeing one of them, I was caused a fire accident earlier too. Anyway, man.
Chris Yellow Tag Neals.
You know what I'm saying? Rocking the, you feel me? Class A dickheads, you dig? You know what I'm saying? My name and shit, I probably didn't show my whole name, but whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker call me stuff.
He must have dance mode.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Christian, man. Christian, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Call me self-appointed minister of information. You know what I'm saying? Disinformation at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's fitting. Minister of information. What's going on? No idea. I'm just here, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I stupid written on his forehead.
Man, on my soul. Tatted.
Stupid though.
Yeah, on everything. Fuck these niggas. Pass it off to the right, man, with the teal and the motherfucking cake down. Solid thing. Go ahead, man.
No, I ain't down no more, see?
I'm proud of you.
Bye-bye.
DF50, fucking 50 Cent over here. Go ahead.
Big Bird. Jeen Yuhs, my bad. Damn, I'm talking about push out. Jeen Yuhs, but nah, Dion, chill. Same old. Black is one in the room, black is one in every room,
We went to the gun range. He's the blackest nigga in that section.
He's the only one that got hammed up.
I ain't get hammed up.
Yes, you did.
I ain't get hammed up.
Yes, you did.
I did not get
hammed up.
There you go.
Man, put it on Snapchat, y'all. Let your Snapchat viewers know that we live right now. But yeah, Dion, man, just Disco, whatever you want to call me. No, I ain't know whatever you want to call me.
Scoliosis.
Call me Dion.
Scoliosis.
Disco.
D-scoliosis, man.
Man, no, chilling and dealing. Go ahead, Tay, you can finish.
But man, like he said, man, those that's tuned in, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and y'all please do us a favor and share the live for us. You feel me? We live right now on Snapchat too. So I said we live on Snapchat. Oh wow. But y'all know what I mean. So man, make sure y'all share this. You know what I'm saying? So we can get out there. And with that being said. Classes in session, man. Let's get it, man.
Man, so we're gonna kick everything off. I know it's been all the buzz, man. The 3-part documentary that they put out, Cootie and Chike put out about Kanye West. Congratulations to them. If that deal did close for $30 million on Netflix, that's a dope ass documentary, man. Not saying that these two brothers watched it, but if anybody did, tap in and let me know what you think about it. But just what I liked about it. This shit humanized Kanye West. And you saw that wasn't something that came on his mentality wasn't. That didn't just happen. He didn't get like that. And to understand why he got the chip on the shoulder, them conversations and like what we know now is like these smash hits. They was laughing him out the room.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Real quick before you get too deep into it, what's the name of the documentary?
Jeen Yuhs, and it's not spelled Genius. Like the actually, it's JEENYUHS.
Did they just put it on Netflix?
On that, it's just 3 parts on it. JEEN space YUHS.
What stream? Let them know what stream service.
The Flicks of Netflix. You know what I'm saying? 3-part series. I believe it's like an hour and 30 minutes each episode. Shit's good, man. Shit's good. Chronicle his time from, I believe, 94, between 96 to last year. No, 2020. 21 when he did the press conference when he cried. So Chronicle, you know what I'm saying, a nice chunk of his life musically. To see those highs and lows, to see why he go as hard as he go, why he say the things he say. You know what I'm saying? The shit share the spotlight not only on him but the city. To see a lot of them guys coming up together, Cody, who's also a photographer here and a comedian. All of them came up around the same time as D-Ray Davis and Corey Holcomb and Godfrey. A lot of them guys weren't in the documentary, but D-Ray Davis was. You see how they was able to pivot off each other. Yeah, D-Ray Davis, Kanye West, Common, Cody with the comedy side. A lot of bigger names behind the scene guys from here. And to see, you know what I'm saying, just that rise and what sustained him and why he moved the way he moved. The shit humanized him a whole lot though. It took that, you know what I'm saying, that allure, but Kanye West crazy. Like, no, that shit ain't just take place, you know what I'm saying? Right. A lot took place after his mother passed, you know what I'm saying, where that was, and Snoop Dogg said it best like 5 or 6 years ago when he did an interview on the Breakfast Club talking about it, that he need that solid, strong black woman around him. You know what I'm saying? That was the glue that held everything together. Because he's always talked like that. That ain't something that just came about. But his mother had that ability to talk to him and even criticize him without him taking it wrong. And he, you know what I'm saying, he really, you know what I'm saying, truly listened. That shit was dope.
So my question to you is, because I ain't watched it. I just seen Aaliyah in the comments say she not a fan, but, you know, it's very inspiring. What was your takeaway from it, though? Like, overall.
That aspect of togetherness and knowing how to pivot. I just had a conversation earlier, yesterday, talking to Aaron about group economics and like just work ethic overall, and knowing that Cody set a lot aside. The photographer, he put a whole lot aside to go follow Kanye West, document that 20-some years in the past, and knew that this shit was gonna take off. Left here, moved to New York with him. Put a nice chunk of his life into, you know what I'm saying, Kanye West, and then was still able to pivot. Even when Kanye West, you know what I'm saying, made another business venture that didn't necessarily include him. He rubbed elbows with so many people and done right by people that he always had work. The writers here, poets here, other singers, songwriters, artists, comedians. So he
live off Kanye.
You know what I'm saying? He was in. From what I saw, he didn't really take offense to it, even when he did Jesus Walks, the remix, when they shot it here. It All Falls Down, I believe, and Through the Wire. So that was Kanye West, some of his biggest, still to this day, some of his biggest songs and most pivotal things he did. He was a part of it. But he was also able to take away from that and include, and just tack that on his resume. All right, I got this. D-Ray Dave on the fly me out, I got this going on. They got a session, and he wasn't. They kind of lost their relationship, but I saw he didn't take it personal. He kept it business, kept his bills paid based off, you know what I'm saying, his work ethic 20 years ago, and you know what I'm saying, he was getting money then, and the shit paid off in a major way right now. You know what I'm saying?
Chris, did you see that part? Aaliyah said, "I love when he said, I may be living y'all dream, but I'm not at my peak, basically."
At all, yeah, I seen it when he and that was something that Pharrell told him. Pharrell, you know what I'm saying? He called him. He did Through the Wire, like right after he had got the braces shit taken out. And when they shot like the videos and shit for that and showed that raw footage of those like Polaroid joints, he said that he was like, Joe, when you do the documentary, because it's supposed to have been out 20 years ago, like when you do this, put this in here like this, and I want it to look a certain way. He always had, like, just watching, I said, Joe, this nigga got a 200-year plan, man. What? That was you stood me up. I thought I fucked up.
No, you done fucked up. He did.
I thought, you know what I'm saying, but just to see that he had that he was that much of a visionary, that even him going up against the fact that he was winning much, like I give credit to Dion don't mind betting on himself. Kanye West signed a deal with Rockefeller and got shelved as far as him being a rapper. They didn't take it serious. He took money out of his pocket and bankrolled. He had an album to put out, but he took a back seat to that and put out a mixtape with his own money. Got in touch with the co-producer of the documentary, Chike. He was a behind-the-scenes photographer or videographer or something for MTV. So after hours, he was getting paid on the side to let Kanye West and them come up there to record in their studio. Kanye West had that much wherewithal. Like, all right, who gonna be here? He was really putting in that, you know what I'm saying, that leg work. I'm not sitting still. Something going on in LA, I'm there. Literally, he stayed in Jersey. I'm in New York. I'm back in Chicago. I'm back in LA. Wherever some action need to be had, I'm there. I just need to be heard. And that was his biggest thing. I don't give a fuck about winning. When he won his first Grammy, I care about winning. I just want my.
He got the idea. He just needed the platform.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's beautiful. 20 years ago, Kanye West truly does have. Whether you're a fan of his music or not, or the antics, whatever the fuck it is, you really pay attention to sit down and listen to what the fuck he's saying. The shit sound crazy to average motherfuckers. And he's always talking like that. They got videos of him when he was 10 talking the way he talking now. He 40. So he on to something, man. You ain't gotta agree with everything, but
for sure,
he on to something.
Definitely can take some things away. But I think the biggest thing that you said was, well, from what you just said, I think the biggest takeaway point from just listening to what you said was the fact that he took a step back. He signed a deal, took a step back, because they didn't see the vision,
and they wouldn't put no money behind him.
And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna show y'all. You know what I'm saying? He put money into
$33,000 out of pocket.
But I think that's the big thing, and especially like in today's day and age now, especially after COVID, everybody became entrepreneurs. You can't sit around and wait on nobody to put no money into you. And I was just talking to my little cousin about this because he do music. And he was like, man,
shout out little cousin.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely going crazy. But I was just explaining to him, like, bro, you got to put money into your own craft. I said, I can put money behind you, but why would I put money behind you if you ain't doing it for yourself? Mm-hmm. You know, I need to see that you believe in yourself, or you willing to invest in yourself, and then I invest in you.
You gotta want it more than I want it for you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I can't put the work in for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't want the dream more than you know. I can't want your dream more than you want. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the potential. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you could be big with this. But it's like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm just nah. You know what I'm saying? That's like me as a trainer. I can't come into a session being timid with a client. What the fuck am I paying you for? You gotta believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Like it, walk like all right, even though I ain't there yet, I'm all in my mind. Shit, I am. The shit just ain't popped off, and like I'm living it though.
Man.
But another thing I think though, you gotta be able to take risks. If you don't take no risk, or you just take. If you scared to take risks your whole life, like I don't see how you gonna. Yeah, like you can't play everything safe and expect to be somewhat successful.
You want to be reckless, but you want to have a nice. You know what I'm saying? You want to teeter that line to be like, okay, I don't want to just fuck the bag up. I want some security.
Yeah,
I gotta be able to like I gotta at least put some type of skin in the game to see some type of what they say in the lottery. Those bullshit. The way you gonna win is if you play, man. Even, you know what I'm saying, scratch the surface of whatever winning is to you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a dope. You know what I'm saying? That whole, I wish y'all would have seen it. You know what I'm saying? To like get that take from it. Shout out D. Ray Davis on the graduation. I didn't know what the fuck my homie was talking about the other day. I was just being nosy. Those interludes where we thought it was Bernie Mac, that was D. Ray Davis. 20 plus years ago, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, so you see these guys and we wasn't privy to it, and we think that we got our phones and there's no privacy, anything like that, but he carried that camera with him everywhere, and we saw these things. We saw that when D-Ray Davis would go on stage and Kanye West wasn't getting no play, he did one of his biggest songs before he did his own shit was with I think he did the H to the Izzo, I think he did a remix. So when the DJ played the song, D-Ray Davis said, no, Jay-Z already on. Play my man shit. He skipped the Kanye West shit. Shit like small shit like that you don't really pay attention to. That you know what I'm saying, that's dope. And to know that, you know what I'm saying, that we got some talent coming out of Chicago.
Definitely.
Heavy. You know what I'm saying? And in any aspect of entertainment, basketball, football, you know what I'm saying, rapping, we see that now. Comedians, we got some motherfucking hogs coming out the city, heavy. Each side of the city, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a beautiful thing to see, you know what I'm saying? So, and it kind of get away, and you can see like the integrity side of like the first episode, Kanye West sat down with a nigga who he started under. Like, you the reason I'm rapping and took this shit serious. I've always wanted to rap. I just could produce like a motherfucker. And they chopped it up and had a dinner or some type of appreciation dinner. I forget what it was exactly. And the guy was, you know what I'm saying, they dabbing up, trading old stories, laughing, catching up. A couple hours later, old boy get on, I think it was, whatever the fuck, I don't think it was WGC at the time, but whatever. The most, you know what I'm saying, famous radio joint hit during that time. And got on there, and what about Kanye West? He said some, you know what I'm saying, some slanderous shit. I'm in the car, you hear he, man, call him, Joe. Not even just being tough, but just being a man. So when he saw him, bro, what's all that shit for? You just seen me. You ain't have to do all that. Then you get on there, and then you saying this, you could have hollered at me. Especially just a misunderstanding. So you see, you know what I'm saying? My first time seeing Kanye West was really paying attention to him was that, not MTV, but what's that shit where they always recording the celebrities and shit? Whatever the fuck it is. Where you always saw him like snapping on paparazzi. But to know that he always had that energy where like, bro, I ain't tough, I ain't no motherfucking street nigga, but bro, you don't play with me like that, man. That was dope to see. It's like, alright, as much as niggas say, well, Kanye West a hoe and this, Kanye West worked his ass off, though, to get where he at. So that even, you know, you could call it entitlement. Hey, bro, I'm doing this shit. I'm really motherfucking doing this shit. He was a visionary with the clothing shit, artistry. He could draw. He had that vision already, directing choirs. And he started off with that 20 years ago, then come back with the Sunday service. The man is really, you know what I'm saying, really trying to find himself. I lost my mother and I ain't been the same since. I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? He said some dope shit. He said, like, you ever been like put in the hospital because your brain was too big for your head? Like having to translate alien into the shit that y'all think? Like, it sound crazy, and he's dead serious. And really, like, look at him, look past what you would call narcissism or he arrogant. Like, no, my nigga, I'm supposed to be timid, and like, no, they pop their shit, I'm gonna pop mine. I'll put in the work, and the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, the shit, it speaks for itself. I'm signing a good artist. I got a good motherfucking platform. I know what I'm talking about with these clothes. Motherfuckers not finna play with me. I don't give a fuck if it make you uncomfortable. That's dope to see. As far as just being black men, that's dope to see. Cause we taught as shorties to, you know what I'm saying, kind of tone it down. If you was loud or rambunctious or you overly opinionated, you was taught to, man, kind of be in pocket a little bit. And that's dope to see that despite all the other shit, church ain't never turned, he ain't never turned shit down.
I know I seen a few Facebook posts that said like his mama was amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And she spoke life into him. All like whenever she like, I didn't really understand it, but she would never like no nicknames. It's always Kanye. Kanye, you do this. It's dope. And like really knowing his songs, he bring his mama out there. His mama, that was his best friend starting off. You know what I'm saying? Everything he did was, you know what I'm saying, for his mother. And I always wanted to make his mother proud. His mother was an educator, so you know what I'm saying. You ain't raising no dumb child. He was highly, overly opinionated as a child, and that she bled all that to. You know what I'm saying? And I got a nice pivot. Y'all can get y'all to take. I got a nice pivot.
I mean,
what you're talking about the male suicide.
That was tight. I wanted to ask something real quick. Though. But tell me what you was leading to that.
No. I was finna say, I seen some stuff on Facebook that said, basically justifying like why Kanye is the way he is. Like Chris just said, like his mother was his biggest supporter. So like when he lost her, like life kind of spiraled, not spiraled out of control, like on some like he was just out here doing reckless shit, but like mentally you could tell it took a toll on him. You know what I'm saying? So I did see a lot of people saying that, but now since you just gave that insight, I definitely check it out.
And shout out to Trey getting in early with Jamie Foxx, and like really, you know what I'm saying? Like he was next to what we look as giants now, where all these guys were just starting off, and to see what they turned into, is for real, man.
Whoever blowing us up with the love reactions, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
So I believe this is true. I believe. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like he has some dope shit during some pivotal times. Just not even just hip hop, but the world during that time. It was a whole lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And now he's coming back to. It sounds crazy to us because you can't fathom the shit that he thinking about. He saw himself there 20 years ago. He saw where he at right now. He saw that. You know what I'm saying? So like what you said as far as what Leah said as far as him not being nowhere near where the fuck he want to be, that's true. Because he always spoke like, man, like I'm dead serious about this. I'm not a producer. I'm not the best producer rapper. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. I'm the best rapper. I'm up here with these guys. Yes, I can produce, but I made these beats for me to kill y'all on. So he always had the competitive edge. You know what I'm saying? That's dope to see.
I mean, I think that's, from that, I think that's super important though. To have that type of confidence, like say I'm the best to do, whatever it is
rapping,
you do.
I'm not the best rapper. That's like saying the best kid rapper. I'm the best rapper.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't fuck with me though.
Don't put me in no kind. I'm the best at this rapper. No, I'm the best overall rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I be feeling too though. Like, and I feel like you have to walk around with that type of confidence because like when you exude that confidence, you know what I'm saying? Like people gravitate towards that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's necessary.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, hey, he confident in himself. He confident in what he doing. That's you got to do that. I am the best trainer in the state of Illinois, in the world. I really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to walk around with that mentality.
If you don't believe in yourself, who will?
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? And especially if it's one thing to say it, but if you put in the work and it shows, where you kill him on, like, bro, y'all not fucking with me, man. And in any realm, whether it be me with my sea moss and juices, we had a conversation about working in an oversaturated market. Only way you stand out is if your work is credible, you're knowledgeable about your product, and you have hella fast service. If everybody else talking about how good you is, you don't have to say anything. And then bleed over into Tay with the apparel, with the personal training, rehabilitation coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So
You be listening, but y'all gonna have to talk to my assistant in a minute to get with me.
executive assistant.
I saw there's this girl I went to grammar school with. I know somebody just tried to like tarnish her business before she got off the ground. Her name was like Tamara Chapman, if I'm not mistaken. And she sell places, food, and the food was amazing. Somebody decided to just go make a page or just make a post saying, oh, she got rats, mice, roaches, rabbits, lice, bed bugs. They said whatever they literally said whatever you think of, she got it. I'm like, that's some hating shit. And then in the videos, it was nothing there. It was nothing there. They was trying to show her background and stuff like that. And the funny part is, the girl ended up getting more clients. Motherfuckers coming up to us like, actually, her food look good as hell.
And it is good.
Motherfuckers said her shit good as hell. Motherfuckers said that she's professional. I think she made a post saying that she just gained 20-some plus clients off of it. Beautiful. Like she ended up snapping off of that shit. Somebody tried to down talk her, and she gained clients. I'm like, that's how you supposed to do things.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you putting everything in, like seriously, and you got some more integrity about what you doing, all that slander, she can take her to court for that bullshit too. Cardi B just won that lawsuit when that blogger put that shit out and won like a motherfucker. That's slander and defamation of character. Don't fucking lie on me, man. And this is affecting my livelihood. It didn't she could definitely prove. What's her name?
Tamara Chapman, if I'm not mistaken.
Tamara Chapman, on my soul, yo. Executive catering, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? On everything, that's dope, man.
For sure. That's like Dion said earlier, man. Don't be scared to take a risk. And then what come with that risk, though, like I think one of the biggest risks now in this day and age is like when you post on social media, especially like, and I'm saying this from experience, you know what I'm saying? I just started posting on TikTok for real. Bro, don't be scared. It's always going to be somebody out there with a negative comment, bro. Like you just got to understand that's what come with it, you know what I'm saying? I get all type of crazy ass comments on, I post Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? I post on everything. I get some of the craziest comments, and I be like,
and motherfuckers say don't entertain it, entertain it. If motherfuckers really tapped in, the motherfuckers who rock with you and know that the shit that you talking about is solid, they gon' eat that motherfucker alive in the comments. Get your bitch ass mother this motherfucker post.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it really be on Snapchat though. People be coming through hating, like they be saying some funny shit. Damn, is your head ever gonna grow? I be like, hey, that's funny. I heard that already. I slap shit at your boyfriend too.
That's a backhanded compliment. You really like what the fuck is going on, but you don't know how to congratulate.
Don't really know how to say it.
You know what I'm saying? Without you feeling like it's taking something from you
take
to say, yeah. Like I said, it's fine. Hey, I love you too. On my soul.
You know what I'm saying?
2020,
Like a motherfucker saying happy birthday. Like you can't really say happy birthday. Like if we was to call, if I was to hear one that I love, I don't feel comfortable. Happy birthday, bro. Like, happy birthday, you bitch ass nigga.
Hey, that took a lot out of you. See that right now.
He said,
I don't feel
Some
comfortable.
stuff you just don't feel comfortable doing. Definitely if it's somebody that you joke with on the regular, like, shit, you say things, but then it be the people that it becomes a problem with the people that you don't joke with.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and they just come through instead of giving
hey,
you a
I
compliment.
remember you did. You bitch. Hey, but I remember that you was always a bitch. You still a bitch.
She was always a
You
bitch.
know what I'm saying? So when y'all stepping out into that, you know, whatever it is y'all doing, because I think everybody on here got, you know, something going on as far as like their own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be, fuck them negative comments. I ain't even gonna try to keep it PC. Fuck them negative comments, bro. Like, fuck that shit. Keep growing, keep glowing. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
The motherfuckers bring your viewers to your page.
take care of your motherfucking business. All criticism is good criticism as long as your motherfucking name out there. Like Chris said, honesty and integrity, you know, is the most important things. If you being thorough and you know what I'm saying, like you handling your business how you supposed to handle your business, everything else gonna do what it's supposed to do, and all that negative shit just gonna be out the way. You know what I'm saying? So it's all I got to say on that.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got that. That was pretty much it. And as far as like, I don't know who topic it was. If you cool with pivoting towards that, you know what I'm saying, within that direction as far as I apologize, what was the topic again as far as like the actual title with the high male suicide rate?
I don't really think it was like a specific.
It is how though.
Topic. I mean, specific title. You know what I'm saying?
It is high, and especially men in our age bracket, I believe like 18 to 27.
Yeah,
it's like very.
I'd say 18 to 35.
Which you know what I'm saying? Which is so millennials, for the most part, millennials and what's that? Gen X, Z? Well,
Generation somebody.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. And my little brother had. He shared something maybe a month or so ago about it, and I had knew about it already. You know, we chopped it up vaguely about the topic, but more so along the lines like even with the Kanye West thing, why I said it was a good pivot. We saw him, you know what I'm saying, get tore to shreds media wise. Some would say by his own doing as far as what he was saying, but again, the shit just didn't make sense to, especially when a motherfucker. I equate it to. When a motherfucker speak another language, you going out your way to not understand what they saying, it's gonna always be a misunderstanding. God damn, Dion. That nigga leg over here.
This motherfucker can't stay still.
I can't. Anyway though, you know what I'm saying? It's it's gonna always be a misunderstanding. And then that whole aspect of the mental health side of it. Even one of the directors said, you know what I'm saying, Cody said, he's like, man, I just always thought that was Kanye. Like, he was a little, you know what I'm saying, he was a little extreme with his approach, but like, I never really thought it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? Now we get into the space now that I don't believe in like labeling everything, but you suffer from this and this, and it just might be a situation like, damn, it's fucked up. And I have no choice but to dwell in it, like, damn, that's the only way I'm gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? But like that whole aspect of the mental health aspect of black men as a whole. And I believe the study was all men, but I can't speak for other men and they struggles. Just men, just black men as a whole. It's a lot of. I think the most recent was Regina King. Her son just made 26, and he killed himself. And you would think, I believe he could sing, he was acting too, and you would think like, alright, like he was up here. Be like, damn, like what the fuck was going on? But like we had that conversation a couple, maybe a few months ago. That ain't necessarily something that's on the surface. It might just be just the smallest thing that's nagging. That's like, damn, I can't get this. This is, you know what I'm saying? It's always like that whole aspect. Like I don't yeah, the shit is it's tripped out. And we all go through it. Whether you put a label on it, I'm depressed, this going on. Everybody had them like the fuck though. You know what I'm saying? You perceive life like that. What if I wasn't here? What if this took place and I didn't? You know what I'm saying? You question your mortality. So like, what's your approach with it? Why so high?
I was just gonna say to just think about what Dion. I'm gonna use Dion as an example because he literally just said it. He said a 2-year stretch, just constantly losing people. You know what I'm saying? He went from waking up every day. And now to us, we seen, you know what I'm saying, like certain instances, like certain days, you look, bro, like, damn, you ain't, you know, you good? I mean, I'm cool, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But to hear him say, like, man, I woke up, you know, a couple days ago, damn, I feel like me. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Like, people don't be paying attention to, you know what I'm saying? Because you see a motherfucker smile all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what a motherfucker going through when they by themselves.
And they say, watch the friends that laugh all the time. That's always something that's thrown at me. Looks like both of y'all laugh.
Come on, bro. Don't shit me, funny. But nah, for real, like, it's my thoughts on it. Then especially like over I think that was 2 weeks ago, a week ago or some shit. My mama came to me and she was telling me like somebody that, you know, from the neighborhood, like, she's like, they just committed suicide. I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, this somebody that wasn't nothing but a year older than me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like what really be going on? Then I didn't really start taking mental health serious until like 2019. 2019, some shit like that. Whenever the shit happened with my sister, like I ain't really.
Yeah, we started around the same time.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't really take that shit serious until then. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Dion actually had that conversation. I'm like, bro, like what the fuck people be going through that be that hard that you want to kill yourself?
That's ironic. That was what was going on within the circle. Like a little while, either before or after, same shit with my little brother.
You know what I'm saying? We all it's crazy.
We always the same shit.
Always. Motherfucker, but you know, we just it's not you the oldest.
He gonna be in the Virgo.
You the glue. You the glue that keep this whole fucked up organization going.
But no, like it was just at that time I was I ain't gonna say ignorant because I knew, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna use the term ignorant because I didn't know enough. I wasn't educated enough to even, you know, speak on it. But like seeing my sister go through what my sister go, how the fuck I'm supposed to say that?
Go through what she went through.
That's a clip. That's a clip. Seeing my sister go through what she went through, y'all understand, bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing her go through that, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was crazy. And then I'm like, you know what? I got to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit really different. And then like, cause life has been rough, but life ain't been like I was fucked up almost, you know, finna do something to myself. But it's just like, I now understand, like, everybody not built the same. Everybody can't what you said, Chris, compartmentalize, you know, certain stuff. So I don't know, man. Like I just know now, like mental health is like super important, especially with us. You know what I'm saying? Because walking around and not talking about your motherfucking problems is that shit carry a lot of weight in itself.
And, you know, and not really like being in that moment like, this fucked up. And it's okay. You admitted that maybe a month ago about like a month be like, man, you cool? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to not be alright.
Oh yeah.
Being strong all the time ain't something that's, you know what I'm saying, that it's cool, but like how do you know what's your threshold for pain emotionally? How do you know, like, you're not, you know what I'm saying, there's too much, even if you don't do nothing to yourself, your body is starting to eat away at itself because you're taking on way more than you can handle.
Yeah, it'd be look like you said, your body, it'd be little shit. You always tired, headaches,
Awesome.
You ain't sleep, man. You're right. You feel me? Sleep pattern messed up. You feel me? Your nerve, your body, you get tense. You know what I'm saying? Your body get like real tight. So the signs be the deal. You want to tap in?
That and this not just a conversation for only men. That was just the suicide rate that is so high amongst people as black men for that age gap, like it's through the roof. And if I sit back and think about it, the people that I know committed suicide is between that age range. Black men, I don't know. I think the people that I actually know that committed suicide, I don't know nobody that wasn't a man and wasn't between that age gap. And I'll say I know, I want to say 3, maybe 4 people, maybe 3 or 4 people. Yeah, I wasn't. That wasn't funny. I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at something.
At that shit.
Yeah, like. Boy, the motherfucker trying to fix that apartment up. They tore that bitch up. But yeah, man, it's if you got me on Snap, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was basically what it was about. But just mental health overall, man, that shit just going. That's for women too, holding a lot of shit in. Holding a lot of shit in. Acting like you okay every day, that shit ain't cool. Like, you may be able to do it in that moment, but you the one that know that you can't sleep at night. You the one that see your weight changing or see how your mental is getting worse or something like that. Your eating habits bad. You can't eat. You can't hold food. And that's just your body telling you, like, hey, you got some shit that you need to work on. Now, I ain't gonna say everybody needs to run to therapy for every single thing, but sometimes therapy is the option. But that's not necessarily the case in every situation. And they like, but yeah, mental health is definitely something serious. It's not. Well, now I would say now it's more light out to the topic now. It ain't, but it was still not where it needs to be.
It was like something that was shunned too amongst us. Mm-hmm. You know, it was something that we thought that was a weakness going to go. Fuck they gonna tell me about my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But and I'm somewhat of that school of thought, but I think even you shed light on that as far as like the different approach. Them people went to school, and even if it's not a psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor, whatever, somebody who can give insight and ask those hard questions that even some of your people scared to ask you. Mm-hmm. To really, you know what I'm saying, put you to task and really, you know, and challenge you. And that's the, you know what I'm saying, the biggest thing. You might be the biggest whatever in that realm. And can't nobody really challenge you because your first go-to is, you ain't got this, and look what you doing. And motherfuckers ain't gonna value your word if you not at they level or surpass what they doing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that's a detriment. You know, so you look at, remember when I was working at Graham, and like you walk past like bums, whatever. You get some of the wisest motherfuckers on the streets, and just due to that situation, even though you was an arrogant motherfucker, look at it, be like, well, look where he at. But look at where he at. Mm-hmm. He can give you insight on how not to be where he is. I didn't live this. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, I see it's always, not all the time, but sometimes you just stop and just the fact that you acknowledge a motherfucker sometimes. They like, man, hey, I appreciate you for stopping and speaking. or just saying anything that took the time that you did to say something to me. Because most motherfuckers walk past and I'm like this sidewalk. I'm invisible. I hear everything. I know everything that's going on in this whole area. I know who's stealing. I know who's selling this. I know who fucking with motherfuckers. Baby mamas over here doing this. Because motherfuckers don't. I'm not seeing. You know what I'm saying? I have insight. Not even just on just like some backdoor shit, but just life. I done done this before. I'm 60, my nigga, and I'm on the streets. I've been on the streets 15, 20 years. I done seen and done some shit. I can give you insight on when, you know what I'm saying, where not to go. Certain moves not to make. I don't know about technology and shit, but just basic shit. I can, you know what I'm saying, you can just take that nugget. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing I want to say is that I actually saw it on TikTok that made a lot of sense. And I hate to like say that I saw something on social media, but sometimes social media is helpful in a certain way of thinking, or like giving you a different outlook on stuff. And this is what I would say with therapists or taking your own advice. You can't take your own advice because you know your story. You know what you've been through. You know what keeps you going, and like what's keeping you going this year. The therapist, when they give you information, they don't take your story into account.
It's unbiased.
Yeah, like your friend may even take what you've been through into account before like they could really give you something. They be like, okay, well I know why he's doing this. I know why she's doing that. Right. But a therapist is not gonna do that. But then when it comes to you giving your own advice, no matter how good of advice you're giving, like when it comes down to your turn, you like, well shit. You still going off your story. You're not able to separate yourself from your story.
What you did.
Yeah. So it becomes difficult when people be like, oh well, take your own advice. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why it is so hard for people to take their own advice. You live your life. You live your story. You could tell your friend this, even though you know your friend's story. You could tell your friend this, that, and the third, because you actually able to separate your friend from that story. But when it comes to you, it's like, all right, but I know I can't really do it. You sometimes make excuses, and sometimes it just be unknowingly. But a therapist is just like, all right, look, I know what you've been through, but look, this is still what we still getting to the bottom. We still got more stuff to dig. Like that was rough, but we still got other layers to open up.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, to piggyback what Dion said, I agree 10,000%. Like as far as like taking your own advice, you know what I'm saying. You gonna create some type of excuse for yourself, whether you want to believe it or not. But I was watching an episode, $1 Million Worth of Game, with Wallow and Gilly when they was talking to Kodak.
That was a good episode too.
And they was just telling him like, man, this is how important it is to have people around you, whether they bigger than you, smaller than you, whatever.
Go check you.
Have people around you that can check you. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you got a whole bunch of yes men around you, or just people that's just going, well, yeah, that's cool. You can do that. You can do, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll be down here doing a lot of dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, get people around you that can check you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like I got them. You know what I'm saying? I'm for the hey, Tay, don't do that. That's stupid. No, but I'm looking at it like, Tay, don't do that. That's stupid.
And he might still do
it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all might still do it.
But at least I'm for the hey.
At least you know motherfucker care enough to be like, I'm going to tell you what you need and not what you want to.
You know what I'm saying? Whether a motherfucker get mad or not. Like, I don't give a fuck about you being mad. So you out here moving stupid, though. Don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? I think that's super important. A lot of times, like, motherfuckers be in the heat of the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like Shannon Sharp said on Undisputed, when emotions is high, logic is low. So we react off emotions and do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Get you some people around you that, hey,
check that.
When you ain't, you know yourself, and you ain't at that motherfucker, that level, hey, bro, cut that stupid shit out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just as important as, you know, talking to a therapist. But like you said, I don't think, you know, if you need to go and talk about, because you had a bad day at work today, I think you need to go talk to your therapist about that. It's just it's one day.
If it's one day. But if that one day is caused by something that's been going on, and now you see it's a pattern, then, you know what I'm saying, that's something.
You
like,
need to, yeah.
But even like a different approach, right? I've been high 2 or 3 times in my life. Talking about weed, people. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah. I don't do drugs. But go ahead. Whatever. Shit ain't my system. I give a fuck. But I've noticed that those, like, why it's so uncomfortable, even like past like the body has shit, you know what I'm saying? Most have had conversations about. But just that, you know what I'm saying? That's why like psychedelics and shit like that, that's why a lot of that shit is like so prominent now. You know what I'm saying? This thing called ego death. Where now you able to snap out of whatever trance you got yourself in, whatever you done told yourself to get through the day, and now you really have to deal with that. My 2 or 3 times I've been high, sometime within the night, I cry. And for I can't really recall whatever it was that took place. The first time it happened, it was just a conversation me and my old man was having. And because of the thoughts that were going through, like, damn, you started like, all right, it ain't even a paranoia. Now you really starting to deal with the shit that you suppressing. This took place, and like, damn, I fucked this up. But not even just dwelling on the past, be like, if it's a situation right now because of shit you did 6 weeks ago, you still suffering the consequences. Like, damn, that was stupid. And really sitting in there and like, damn, and get that shit off you. You know what I'm saying? That was some shit that I kind of like. All right, the last time when I went to Vegas, that first time, I went to the room and I was sitting up. And the mirror was on the back of the door. I'm not finna lay down. I just had my water, shit, drinking my waters, had the colas or whatever. And I looked in the mirror, and how I was sitting, my reflection wasn't sitting like that. Like it was like he was having it was a scolding. Like he was telling me some bullshit that I did. I said, I ain't got time for this shit tonight. Not tonight. I'm not even at the crib. I just went to sleep. But that's something that latent content that ain't been dealt with. That same thing that take place when you high. Weed people. You know what I'm saying?
Weed people.
You feel me? Even like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with mushrooms and nothing like that, but when motherfuckers drop acid or mushrooms and shit like that, these are the same things that happen, just at different levels. Them same conversations and the layers that's getting peeled back when you talking to a psychiatrist or psychologist or whatever, that's the same thing that take place. But you know, person to person, you can lie to somebody. And you can't lie for too long, you start to lie to your body language. You know what I'm saying? If people catch on to that, I know you're lying. But you can always be dishonest to another person. You can tell somebody what you want them to hear. But when it really comes down to like dealing with yourself, if you in that setting, or whether you microdose, I saw that shit too. Whether you spit like a motherfucker. Whether you microdose motherfucking mushrooms, you drop acid, fuck with LSD. Or just something as simple as weed, edibles is fucking dangerous. It's a whole different fucking drug. Scientifically speaking, when it's in your body, you know what I'm saying? Where you really have to sit down and deal with yourself, deal with decisions you've made that have caused, you know what I'm saying, strife to yourself or indirectly to somebody else. Somebody you give a fuck about, you put them through a situation unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just that unwillingness to have those uncomfortable conversations with yourself, especially. For sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, shit. What was it? Yesterday I got but nah, yesterday I got a ticket. For parking on the street overnight. You know, you stay in the suburbs. I had actually done it.
You said.
But bro, I registered it online. I put the license plate number in wrong. I had 2 numbers mixed up in my license plate number. So I get the ticket, I read it, it say wrong license plate. I said, okay. So I got in my car, took the ticket off my windshield, I threw that motherfucker. I said, bro, I'm sick of this shit, bro. I said, before I pulled out, I told myself, I said, bro, before I pull this car, let me get my mind right before this shit fuck up my whole day. I said, this is a small moment in the day. I said, I ain't finna let this fuck up my day. So I sat there I was late to work. I sat there for a couple minutes. I said, you know what? It's my fault. It is what it is. I should have paid attention. I should move it to play. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, boom, whatever. So I was on the phone with Dion. I'm like, let me do this shit before I forget. And I'm like, just typed it in. I looked at the time. Damn, I put that bitch in wrong. You can't even
man.
I'm sitting in the car. He's lame as hell for one fucking. Alright, bro. You doing too
You
much.
trying to be funny, talking about some wrong play.
You know, I'm like, alright, man, whatever.
Wrong number. He's like, you trying to be funny. I'd have been pissed too.
So I'm heated, but I'm like, you know what? Let me get my mind together. And I think what I took from that situation, I said, bro, like I had to shout out myself at that moment. I said, bro, that's big, because before I'd have harped on that shit all day. Like, man, that shit just pissed me off. I got this fucking ticket, my day done started off. Whole day finna be fucked up. You know, I think it's important to take a moment with some and analyze if a situation is really worth holding on to, like a ticket. Don't forget, if you was parked by the sign that said don't park and you got a ticket, I was only in there for 2 minutes, man. You knew you weren't supposed to park there.
You
was
should have
wrong.
taken. Damn, they called me for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take the time, or even if somebody say some little slick shit that you took the wrong way, because a lot of time, or even people reading text messages, and you interpreting some shit how you think it's being said, you know what I'm saying? Take the time and just take a step back. You know, take a step back and just be like, you know what, is this really worth holding on to? You know what I'm saying? And I picked that up, what we talking about this like 2 weeks ago? When we was talking about the road rage shit.
Yeah, about 2
You
weeks
know
ago.
what I'm saying? Like, even though I was still yelling in the car earlier.
I yell all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just take those moments. But now I you know, as of late, I've been laughing. Like, all right, it's funny.
You laugh, you can still call the motherfucker stupid motherfucker.
Oh, absolutely. You see the yellow tag, man.
Joe, he drove in the wrong lane, goddamn, to get in front of somebody. It ain't that serious. Floating that bitch, he didn't stop at no lights.
You know what I'm saying? So, just take that time and get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Before moving on with your day. You know what I'm saying? And because that shit will eliminate a lot of the bigger problems and the shit that we, like that small shit we hold on to. That shit don't do nothing but add on to. What the old people said, we got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to fry, huh? That's those, like, when you want patience, meditate and pray for patience, those are the times that's testing to see if you're really patient.
I said that yesterday. I said they fucking.
Because I'm impatient.
I said they tested me. They tested me. I was like, you know what? Let me just chill out.
That shit, or you see somebody who really, like, I applaud Dion for that. Now, of course, I don't know Dion 24/7, but from what I've seen, I thought I was patient until you see Dion. You like he has a high threshold for bullshit. He has a very high threshold. He don't let shit. Even if he mad, you won't see it.
Everything like that.
It's almost sociopathic. Like
that day I slapped the shit out of him. He just took it. He just
like he not even finna react. He just look at me and look back at it like, you know what I'm saying?
See, prime example. He can show y'all.
He's saying that the proof was He's saying that the proof was one. You know what I'm saying? But that's some, you know what I'm saying? Those times, and then when you see people around, you're like, man, I'm patient and this, that, and the third. And you saying it because you trying to convince yourself that I know I ain't patient. And those times, those are things that you like, all right, you see that. Like, all right, even though it's small, like, I check that early before she get out of hand. Because you start off saying it to yourself. Then it get to the point where now you pulling up and let them up the window down. Now a bad, small moment could turn into a fucked up week.
Yep.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's some shit that you know what I'm saying, that had you motherfucking banned from TV. So,
weird thing.
Yeah, that's
my bad, Chris. Before we wrap it up, you know, I had to come with a question. Start doing that every episode. This one ain't gonna be too long or too complex. And in the comments, take opinions. In the comments, go ahead and drop something that you know. And I'll go first because I'm gonna give y'all time to think. What's one of the dumbest things what was it? Dumbest thing you believed as a kid? I will go first until you can pin that. What's some or one of the dumbest things that you believed as a kid? I'm gonna go with two of mine. One is my pops telling me that light in the car, having that light in the car on will get you pulled over.
TikTok fucked me up with that.
I did not, like when I said that thought, I'm like, that is some dumb ass shit. Like, why they put these lights in here if I can't have them on? Like, the fuck, that's dumb. That's one though.
oh the driving with the dynamite on?
Yeah, that's one. But the other one is my Uncle Will. I don't know if he on here, but that man told me if you swallow gum, that shit gonna come out when you turn 19. So don't swallow gum because
that was a random ass age.
It won't come out until you turn 19 or something like that. I'm like, what? And from that point on, I stopped swallowing gum. Cause I told him I swallow gum all the time. It ain't nothing. People said you couldn't digest. People said you couldn't do it, so I was like,
just to prove a point to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
For like a whole day, I swallowed like 4 pieces of gum in one day.
I was constipated for 3 weeks.
Like,
my stomach, I know.
My stomach didn't hurt though. But when my uncle told me that, yeah, he told me another one too. Matter of fact, my uncle was a fucking liar. He said the gum thing. If you swallow gum, that shit don't come out of you until you turn 19. And then he said. Sunflower seeds. Eating sunflower seeds, keep eating sunflower seeds, and that seed gonna grow inside of you.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
hey, it wasn't sunflower seeds. That was some dumb shit, I believe. I was eating watermelon. What fake shit? Before watermelon gonna start growing. What?
Me?
But it wasn't nothing nobody told me. I was watching. What the fuck is that show?
Oh, they got they motherfucker tea kettle on the song.
Damn.
Hey,
Diani, that's a good one too, Joe. Oh my God, that's a good one. Anytime you lie, you get a bump on your tongue. I used to believe that dumbass shit.
I ain't heard that one.
Joe, I think T told me that.
That's funny. That's funny.
What, you got a lie bump on your tongue? What? I wasn't even lying this time.
T told you.
I know what it was, the show that I learned. I was watching, God damn it, I just had it and lost it. It's so fucking, it come on Animal Planet. Monsters Inside Me. I was watching that.
That's great.
And that motherfucker was eating peas. And a pea sprout started growing in his lung cavity, you know. That was crazy. So I scared the shit out of myself as a kid. I said, Joe, so I have to make sure I chew all my food so nothing grows inside of me. I scared the shit out of myself. I swallowed a watermelon seed one day. I said, I'm
gonna die. It wasn't necessarily something somebody told me, more along the lines of that. I had a fucking weird fear of somebody running the red light. My mama ran the red light one day and freaked me the fuck out, man. After I said, Joe, we finna fucking go to jail. No, I was in the car and it turned yellow as she was going across, and that bitch, like that light on motherfucking North Avenue Pulaski, that light changed so much. I mean, North Avenue Cicero, that light changed so fucking fast. One of them lights. And she ran and she didn't run the light, but you know what I'm saying? It was red light cameras during that time. She got the ticket like a motherfucker. She ran the light and I was linked up on the seat in the back seat and saw that shit and I flipped the fuck out. Flipped the fuck. What are you doing? Police is from clothes on. You're not gonna be able to go to the movies because you
Finna go to jail.
I'm going to jail. What am I gonna do with my boys?
I think of what we all believe. If we step on a crack, you break your arm back. Oh my God, was some dumb shit. Or they split the pole shit.
Somebody put that one in there.
The fucking moon following me. You drive home in the back seat. Why is the moon moving where I go?
Damn.
Fucking dumb. Stupid.
Damn, the moon had something to do. My mama had told my siblings something about the moon, and they believed that shit for a minute. It was dumb shit. I'm gonna ask them too.
It's hilarious.
She told them something on the
They don't like tell me that. You be looking at, is this the same moon that was over my daddy's house? 95 minutes away.
I didn't even think that. I used to be like,
I can see this motherfucker from
everywhere I go.
We used to be high motherfucker getting high on these little.
Or when you looking at the sky far out, you be like, oh man, I can touch it over there. I can touch the sky from over there.
If I make it all the way over there.
If I make it all the way over there, I can touch it.
Everything. You like, damn, that motherfucker low today. I go something to hit that motherfucker.
Just stupid.
It is, man.
So, hey, I feel like we all believe that motherfucking wrestling man talk.
Who? Oh yeah.
Wrestling man, motherfucking action figures.
Action figures, the toys.
Yeah, I'm finna cut all the lights off. I'm gonna open one eye.
Hey, comedic genius. You know what I mean? I had a fear of my real quick. I had a fear of my sister. Shout out Deja. She had this ugly ass brass dog, and I had a fear that motherfucker got up. Whenever we returned, that motherfucker was moving around. That scared.
That wasn't no fair. That shit probably was real. I think dolls move. I ain't gonna lie. Dolls, I think teddy bears and them motherfuckers be having bodies.
It's too many movies about toys.
I do not like to my old man had a story. My grandmother bought him a ventriloquist dog, like a real live ventriloquist dog.
That motherfuckers.
And he said when he walked in, he swear that motherfucker was looking. When he walked in, the motherfucker did like this. He said, man, I smashed that motherfucker into splinters, goddamn. Fuck this motherfucker ventriloquist dog. That's some scary shit, though. Mm-hmm. I know what I just saw.
Oh, yeah, thing, man. But that being said, we gonna wrap this episode up. Show the shirt, man. Show the shirt one more time. We are back in business, you know what I'm saying? I got shirts, you know what I'm saying? I got more apparel on the way. So, apparel. Apparel. I got apparel on the way, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want shirts, hit me up. I do deliver. It's gonna cost you a delivery fee though. I ain't gonna hold you. But if y'all want a shirt, man, hit me up. I got all sizes. My boy back in action too. Motherfucking Moss from the Sea. Motherfucking the Juyce, he back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what Juyce spelled as juice. You know what I'm saying? My boy got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, we back. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe on the YouTube channel. And just like that, class is out of session, man. Y'all dismissed.